Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here to contribute to this conversation about circularity as far as plastic waste management is concerned. As we have these conversations, I believe it's the first stage for us to move to the next level that we need to be as a country or as Africa at large to ensure that we are actually making impact that counts. Over the years, I've been privileged to speak to some of the institutions, educational institutions about sustainability and waste management, specifically for young people, schools, and there is an instance where a very young kid asked me, so after talking about climate impact, plastic pollution, and its effect on the people, the planet, the environment, they asked me, why do we do this? Like, why should we be concerned about this? Okay, I got a variety of answers. Some say that it's for the environment. Others say it is for future generations. But personally, I believe it is for us. Because when we shift the conversation from it being about other entities, we do not take this matter with the seriousness that it deserves. There are a lot of innovations and solutions that are being brought up. I was speaking to Joseph some time back, and we agreed on one thing, that there is no silver bullet solution to plastic pollution. So as much as we are talking about refusing, reusing, reducing, repurposing, and all those solutions, you have to acknowledge that recycling is the elephant in the room. Considering the amount of plastic that is currently in circulation, we have to find a way to manage what we already have in order to be able to build something that is sustainable. At Taka Solutions, we're recycling plastic at scale. And when I say at scale, I mean a lot. Currently, we have capacity of collecting up to 90 tons of general waste in a day, with 17% of it being plastic. But you'll come to realize that plastic is all mixed up with up to 7 major categories. So with our process, we are collecting this material from residential homes, commercial businesses, schools, and other institutions. So when this waste is brought to our facility, we are sorting it into these fractions, and then we are recycling it. I would say the milestone that we have come so far for the past 13 years, we started small, I would say, from working with hand carts. At this point, I can proudly say that we are operating a state-of-the-art recycling facility with capacity to recycle both rigid and flexible plastic materials at a rate of 1 ton of flexible plastic in an hour. And flexible plastic is one of the most challenging plastic materials to recycle. I believe that is one of the reasons that we had to ban use of the plastic bags back some time. And with this, I would say the milestones that we are making with the equipment that we are having, this is a model that can be replicated in other areas so that we can maximize the recycling of plastic at scale. Currently, we are having a buyback, a new initiative that we call buyback centers. So far as we are servicing Nairobi, we are envisioning to reach other counties with our new buyback program. We have set centers where we can purchase materials from places where it has accumulated a lot for recycling. So far we are operating in Nakuru, Mombasa. We are going even as far to the north of Kenya to places like Kakuma. And we are able to bring all that plastic here in Nairobi for recycling. Our vision is to replicate what we are doing here in Nairobi in these other parts of Kenya and even the larger part of East Africa. I would like to ask you a question as we are redesigning, rethinking, and reimagining the way we handle plastic. We have a responsibility, each one of us, as an individual, as a community, corporations, and even the government, because when NEMA passes enforcement or regulations that need to be complied with, it's the people who are on the ground who actually need to follow. So if with the recent law that was passed to ensure that at least waste is being segregated at source, this is really vital because it ensures that actually waste can be recycled. Because think of it, when waste is mixed up, you can't even tell, you can't retrieve a paper from food, from plastic. It's just too difficult. So just by a show of hand, I would like to know how many of you guys have segregation bins at their homes? Wow, it's, okay, the number is good, but we could do better. So that responsibility, we need to take it seriously at all levels and to engage with all players in the industry. As Taka Solutions, we are working with organizations, producer responsibility organizations to ensure that all the packaging that they are putting out into the market can be able to reach to our recycling facility by installing recycling station across Nairobi in major malls where the public can access, and also working with organizations like the Kenya Plastic Park to formulate guidelines that help manufacturers to know the packaging which they're using or the packaging which they are producing, is it recyclable? Looking at things like color, the material, so that we ensure whatever they are putting into the market can actually, when it comes to the recycling facility, can actually get to be recycled. So the role that you're playing as an individual, as an organization, as a community, what are you doing to ensure that we are making plastic even easier, or just waste in general easier to manage? And what can you do to take it to the next level? That is my question that I'll leave it with you. My name is Joharie Kisiangani. I'm a marketing officer at Taka Solutions. I came with my team, Mercy and Eric. So if you'd like to talk to us more about recycling and waste management, we have a booth just before the exit. And also just to acknowledge Mr. Brian. Thank you. Asante sana.